All right, welcome. Thank you guys so much for attending on this dreary Friday. It feels finally like fall. I can't say I'm not excited. I am very excited about it. Thank you so much for joining, especially to all of our health ambassadors that are here. We know this is new for you and attending engagement ambassador meetings, but we intend to continue holding engagement ambassador meetings for you once a quarter to make sure you're staying updated and in the loop on everything going on around engagement. We have a really fun agenda for you today. Lots of great information, and please feel free to stop and ask any questions along the way. Our agenda today, we're going to hear from the Director of Communications and also our UCI engagement lead on the follow-up from the staff engagement survey and all the great efforts that you helped put forth to get information from that survey. We have some great updates for you on that. And then as well, we're going to go into our next week, Staff Appreciation Week. So we're hitting you right before it happens. We want to make sure you have all the information you need to help engage and keep your coworkers engaged in next week. And then we'll follow up with some additional resources. So again, welcome to our new health ambassadors to meetings, our campus ambassadors, and welcome to join us today. I wanted to start with just reminding everyone about engagement. If this is your first meeting or your fifth or beyond, really focusing on engagement. And as an engagement ambassador, making sure that you know that really the emotional commitment to the organization is how we measure engagement. And it's really that discretionary effort that employees put forth, really helping to drive our organizational culture. And that's our why behind everything that we do, and all the efforts and work that you help us on is really improving the culture in the place that you work. So thank you so much. It matters for not only our organization, yes, but it also matters for you and your individual benefits as far as lowering your stress and all anxiety and depression. Even it's been shown to lower bad cholesterol. So a lot of great health effects of that as well. I wanted to just give you a quick update, some contact information changing. This is your UCI engagement team. As you can see, Greta Olivera is no longer with UCI. So we didn't officially, I think, announce that to this group. So we're not hiding it. We just are stepping in and making sure you have these contacts. Right now, actually, Kelly Shedd, who you'll get to hear from today, she's been stepping in and help. She is your wellness lead for UCI Health, and she's helping on engagement right now, and as well as Josh Macias. And so he is enterprise, supporting the enterprise, but also health. So we didn't leave you out. And we have lots of great resources and connections for you. And we'll again share this contact information later on in the slide. And I will hand it over now to Kathy Hills so she can give you the update on our staff engagement survey. Take it away, Kathy.
Good morning, everyone. I couldn't agree with you more, Diane, by the way, on the fall feeling. I love how you're wearing your cozy sweater. My office isn't that cold, so I still look like it's summer. I just wanted to mention something that I was thinking about when Diane was talking about discretionary effort. Being an engagement ambassador is exactly what that means. You're going above and beyond to assist with the culture here at UCI, and you're doing more than you need to engage your peers and your leaders. So thank you so much for doing that. And I, for one, as the engagement lead, am really counting on that lower levels of bad cholesterol. So with that, I will move to the next slide. Hey, it's Friday, we gotta have some fun. So first of all, thank you so much for all of your efforts in driving participation this year. We had 7,501 responses. Don't you love how we just show that one there? Everything counts. And it's interesting to note that between 2019 and 2020, we only had a difference of 95 responses. So we almost reached the exact same number that we did in 2019. However, we had more employees, so our overall participation rate was 67%. Diane, I don't know if that's on the next slide or not. You can. So we reached 67% participation overall. We'll break that down a bit as we prepare the results for the cabinets. And we didn't quite reach our goal, but again, the goal was sort of stated at 75% without knowing how this was going to go, considering the last 18 months and the COVID pandemic. So I, for one, am very happy with it. And 7,500 responses is fantastic. We can get a lot of good data from that. Next slide, please. So we are now working feverishly on making sure that the results are rolled out to everyone. This week, we had our first 2 training sessions, HRBPs and the HR community, including our local HR professionals on campus and all of our HRBPs for UCI Health. We're all trained on Wednesday. And then yesterday we had over 200 managers and supervisors attend training on the Gallup Access tool and next steps to take with their results. So for the next couple weeks, we're giving those 2 groups, the HRBPs, HR community, and managers, supervisors, an opportunity to dig into the tool, look at their results, become comfortable with everything, think about their next steps, and then what they'll be doing is making a plan to share the results with their individual clients and departments and teams, and then everybody will get started on working with the results in order to improve engagement over the next year and a half. The current plan is for results presentations to be made to the Chancellor's Cabinet and the CEO Cabinet on October 19th and 20th. And then on the 21st, after the cabinets have been notified, we'll roll the UCI results live on the website, where you'll be able to see the breakdown of how each business unit scored. That's campus, health sciences, and medical center. Then the engagement team, the core engagement team, will begin our strategic planning, and we'll carry that through the end of the year. And then in January, we'll release the UCI enterprise-wide strategy. This will include things like, what are those 2 areas of opportunity and strength that we want to focus on? What programmatic planning do we want to carry forward? What new programmatic planning can we come up with? And then one of the things we know we want to do is to help drive engagement down to the manager and supervisor level, which is where we know we can have the engagement ambassadors help us a lot. And that training is something that will be critical over the next year and a half. Managers and supervisors are one of the most influential pieces of engagement for our employees here at UCI. Next slide, please. So managers and supervisors learned yesterday that there are 3 basic steps to take after you know your results. And we're going to share those with you just so that you are also in the know and that you can assist your leaders. 1, review results, share, and then take action. So pretty simple if you look at it that way. I know a lot of people seem overwhelmed when they get the results and they start to really dig into the fine details, and that's not where we want people to focus. We want to look at big picture. We want to look at trends. We want to look at what you can actually control and influence. Next slide, please. Gallup Access will be access to Gallup Access, which is always fun to say, will be given to all individual contributors. And that means people who do not manage other people around the 25th of October, once the cabinets have seen all of the results. We are giving access, as I mentioned, to HRBPs, HR professionals, and managers and supervisors now, but you'll be able to go in as an individual contributor for those of you who don't manage anyone, and you'll be able to look at the resources in there. There are fantastic resources for learning more about engagement. You can learn pretty much everything you need to know about engagement just by playing around in this tool. So when you have a few minutes, go in, look around, look at the resources, ask us questions. There is a new tool available in Gallup Access called the Learning Journey. And you can, and Diane's circling there, that there's an opportunity for individuals to look at a learning journey and really become engagement experts. Again, it's important that individuals also take responsibility for engagement. And I'm going to encourage you at this point to set an individual engagement goal. Regardless of a team goal that you may have, please, as ambassadors especially, set an individual engagement goal. What can you do to improve your own engagement and maybe the engagement of those around you? Next slide, please. So one of the things that Gallup has done this year that is different too is that in looking at the results, Gallup is already telling our managers and supervisors what their highest ranking items are and what their lowest ranking items are. And it's based on a formula that includes, the importance of the questions in the Gallup Q12, with items 1 through 6 forming the solid foundation of good engagement. So while you won't see these scores necessarily as an individual contributor, you will know based on this conversation that looking at items 1 through 6 in the Gallup Q12 will be an ideal way to start building that foundation. And you can help your leaders maybe in this. Maybe they, heard that, but had kind of forgotten about it in the training yesterday. But focus on 1 through 6, look at what's within your control as a team and with them as a leader, and just helping to really set that solid foundation is something that you can help drive. So again, items 1 through 6. All of these items, by the way, you'll see colors, and I'm going to bring this up just in case you see them and other people have questions. All of these scores in Gallup are color coded for ranking, and it's a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being highest, and that would be a green color. But a 4.41 is in this example, or 4.02. Those are great scores, and the colors are based on Gallup's clients around the world. So this is not just UCI that we're looking at for these colors. I've asked them if we can please just color code them for our own scores, and they've said that's not a capability of the system. So ignore the colors, look at the score, the number, look for trends again, and maybe help your leaders find some places that you guys can work on. Next slide. Once the team has looked at their scores and they've talked about their strengths and maybe areas of opportunity, we won't call them weaknesses, we call them opportunities. Once the team has defined their areas of focus, what you'll want to do as a team is to identify an engagement goal. If your team uses Achieve, they'll want to put the goal into Achieve Online. Now, your leader will need to do that. They enter the team goal, and then they can use the cascade function to assign the team engagement goal to all members of the team. This is something too that we did in training yesterday, but we're telling you as engagement ambassadors, just in case your leaders, might have been focused on something else. At least now too that if you're a team that uses Achieve, there's the ability to put in a team engagement goal and cascade it down, assign it, if you will, to all team members. If you don't use Achieve, we're recommending that the team goal be stated, all agreed upon, and then posted somewhere where staff can see it and it will stay fresh in their minds. And then regular check-ins. So even if you volunteer maybe to take the role of, I'll be the one in the team meetings that says, hey, are we all working on our engagement goal? That would be great. Just an idea of something you can help with. Next slide. So this is important, and we really emphasize this with our managers and supervisors. Engagement doesn't happen overnight. It's a continuous process, and even small changes can have significant results, especially if you're focused on that items 1 through 6, which is the basic foundation for good engagement. It's always good to just start there and then work your way into the more complex like emotional type engagement items later on. So next slide. And we're going to roll right into Staff Appreciation Week. Did you want to say anything about that, Diane, or did you want me to?
Did anybody have any questions for you, Kathy, on the survey before we move forward?
Yes, good idea. Just on it. I have my green tea. I'm on a roll. It's a friendly group. Ask away.
We have Kathy for the whole duration, so you can put them in the chat or you can speak up. We do have one. So access as an engagement ambassadors to feedback or to the results. Kathy, can you speak to that?
Yes, engagement ambassadors are not, as standard practice, given access to the results. However, if you speak to your team manager or supervisor and they want you to assist them with the engagement results, they can request that you be added to view the results for their team. So we can do that. I just need to receive an email from the manager or supervisor, and it needs to include your employee ID number. So that's important if you can write that down. If you want access, I need your manager's authorization, I need employee ID number. And then you would be able to get in and see the results as well. But again, we are not doing it across the board for all engagement ambassadors.
And I would also ask that you coordinate with your HRBP, or that your leader coordinates with their HRBP in that ask and request, just so that your HRBP is the point for all your data, and that they know who has access to what information within their units.
Yeah, good point, Diane. Thank you. Anything else?
Good.
Okay, Staff Appreciation Week. Should I just keep rolling there, Diane? Okay, so we're excited to hold our second annual Staff Appreciation Week. It started last year because we couldn't do anything in person, and we have all these really wonderful, prestigious awards that we have for staff, the Excellence in Leadership Awards, the Arise Awards for UCI Health, and the Staff Service Awards. And all three of those big awards events were in-person events. Again, we're not quite at the place where we can hold them in person. The intent is to go back to in-person awards events when it's safe to do so. But we're going to just do Staff Appreciation Week virtually again this year. And we hope that everyone will participate. So as part of your role as an ambassador, I would love to ask you to please promote Staff Appreciation Week, as Zotmail did go out. And what you'll want to do is to, there is a summary at a glance document on the landing page that you're looking at a snapshot of right here. At the very bottom on the lower right, there's the week at a glance, and you can print that out, you can post it, you can forward that document to your team members, just all kinds of good stuff to keep them. This is the live landing page. So that's your week at a glance that Diane's pointing out. That's something that's good for you to share. And you just want to, have people get involved. So we found that people really enjoyed the things that the two events that launch on Monday, and that is the peer-to-peer recognition and the scavenger hunt. So we had a lot of participation. We had over 750 peer-to-peer recognitions. The great thing is that there's a prize attached to it, but people were posting really heartfelt messages last year, and that was what was most meaningful. So every single post on in Bright People, Brilliant Solutions, beginning on Monday at 10, for that day, we will pick, randomly choose 3 winners. And then the next day we'll do the same thing. So every single day is a chance to win. Every post is an entry. And, we're really looking forward to reading what people have to say. There's a chance to put pictures and, little graphics up. So it was really good last year. We're hoping for more excellent participation this year. The virtual scavenger hunt, there's a new list of items to scavenge. And there's the basic 12, and then there's 3 bonus scavenges that you can do. And again, there's prizes related to this. Staff Assembly is sponsoring this. And so you can just go to the links that are shown there to learn more and set up a team. A team has to be between 2 and 10 members, and a staff member can only be on one team for the scavenger hunt. It doesn't have to be in the same department, by the way. You can go across enterprise and play with your friends. So those 2 things launch on Monday, and then we go into Tuesday, which is the Excellence in Leadership Awards. Just was finishing up the script on that right before this meeting, and I can't say who the winners are. And then the Wednesday, we have the Arise Awards. Again, I can't unveil anything, so you'll have to be there to see who wins. And both of these are very prestigious awards, as I mentioned before. Leadership is involved in the presentation, so please encourage your employees and your teams to participate. And then it moves on to Thursday, which is the Staff Service Awards. And this one is a completely online digital event. The pages for the entire event will be live on Thursday morning. You won't want to miss the national anthem performed by one of our own staff members here at UCI, Phil Burt. And it's really amazing. That's probably my favorite part of the service awards now, is to seeing which staff member does perform the national anthem. And the messages from leaders are terrific. A new message from the chancellor, a new video from Ramona, a fun, facts page. It's just a lot of great stuff. The stuff we would do if we were live, but we can't quite do that yet. Just want to mention about the pins, the lapel pins that people get from years 5, 10, 15, and in increments of 5 years on up. The pins and the gifts for years 10 and up will be, they're ordered. We have, wait times on some of the gifts and the pins because of supply chain issues that the entire world is facing right now. So if anyone in your team wants to know about that, just let them know that they are being worked on and they will be distributed as soon as possible. The distribution is likely to be pick up by the local leader for distribution to the teams. So more on that to come, but we will definitely loop you in because it's something that you can help with. But again, please promote the Staff Service Awards. It's just people log on when they can, they look through the pages at their own pace and choose what to participate or not participate in. I would like to encourage you to mention to your leaders that it might be nice to, at a local level, congratulate the Staff Service Awards honorees. And that is something that, might be as simple as a congratulatory message or something more, but you're all very creative, so I'm sure you can come up with some fun things to do. Did you have anything on that, Diane?
I did. I just wanted to remind people on the gifts. So the gift distribution for the lapel pins, that's enterprise wide. And Kathy, like you said, we'll get those to you. For campus and health sciences, that's what Kathy said. For the medical center employees, you've already received your gift through the normal vendor with the month that people met that. So we centrally do the gifts a little differently right now for campus and health sciences. So there is a little bit of discrepancy there. I don't want to confuse anybody on the medical center side about that. Oh,
excellent, Diane. Thank you. And yes, it's a different process now. We are looking to make the process the same later on. But we are still doing the month-by-month service gifts at the medical center. Christina, we're probably going to leave that up to the local leaders to decide once they get the gifts in their hands, if they want to ship them out or if they just want to hold the gift until someone who is working mostly remotely comes in and they can pick it up then, something like that. So we distributed them all via mail last year because no one was on site except our essential workers. And so this year is going to be a little different though, since we're a hybrid model. Okay. Any other questions about this part so far? And then on Friday of next week, we have a new event for campus and a familiar event for the medical center. The scavenger hunt teams will be announced that day. The winners will be notified, those teams, but the staff simply, because they are volunteers, they're not sure that they'll be able to get the names up on the website that day. They'll try, but it could be a little bit later. But if you're a winning team, you will be notified on Friday. If you're not a winning team, you will not be notified on Friday. So if somebody says, did I win? Simple answer to that is, I don't know, did you get an email? Because that's what they're going to find. But it should be a lot of fun. And the pictures last year were fantastic. So even if you don't participate, go in afterwards and look at all the pictures. They're super fun. And then those events that I talked about, we've got a new one. It's Fun Friday, Games in the Park for campus. And do you want to go ahead and talk about this, Diane?
Actually, Lyra's going to take the lead on this one, and Kelly's going to talk about the medical center. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So for the final day of Staff Appreciation Week, we'll be having Fun Friday at the campus. Our team has partnered with Campus Recreation to offer games in the park right here in the middle of the campus at Aldrich Park. So from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., you'll be able to play some games, talk to fellow colleagues, and just relax. So we'll be having a cornhole tournament, hula hoop competition, and a giant Jenga tournament. And for each of these competitions, you do have the opportunity to win a gift card. And we'll also be having a giant chess game and a volleyball game that you can play just for fun. In addition, we'll be having the Wheel of Fun event where UCI leaders and members of the engagement team will have a digital wheel for you to spin and win some prizes. And we'll also have a lot of wellness giveaways as well. So please come and join us and encourage all of your team members to enjoy this event as well. This event is really our way of showing how much we appreciate all the work that you've done, and you deserve a break. I'll be handing it off to Kelly now.
You know what? I just want to make one comment on there for you as ambassadors. We would love for you to help rally people to come on out. It's just a fun idea. It's not super formal. There are a lot of prizes to be had coming out there. There's even, as Lyra mentioned, the spin the wheel, super easy for a chance to win prizes. So, and there's some great gift cards and treats and some other surprise items that have not been announced. So just rally people to come on out and hang out for a few minutes. And so that we are going to ask if the chancellor will be willing to do an administrative break for that day. That is still open, but more to come on that. You'll see it as a Zotmail if it happens. So yeah, just have people hold their breaks and come on out, or come on out at their lunchtime.
And please take all the wellness swag that you can carry back to your teams. We have thousands upon thousands of 2020 UC Walks t-shirts that were donated by all of our health plans and UC Office of the President for an event that never happened. So it'll be a vintage collector's item t-shirt. You can say the year that it never happened. So just both locations will have that. So please come out and take some home. Okay, good. Kelly?
Thanks, Diane. So at the Medical Center outside Douglas Hall, we'll have a jazz concert by the Irvine Barclay Theater from 11 to 2, so same time frame as the other one on main campus. We'll also do the digital prize wheel, so the one Lyra referred to, we'll do similar outside of Douglas Hospital as well. We're also going to be giving out the vintage swag that Diane just referred to, so we'll have some giveaways and other UCI items to hand out too. So we encourage everyone to take a chance to come out and enjoy some music, and as Lyra said, just take a moment to appreciate everyone that's been working really hard this past 18 months. So we hope to see you there.
Thanks, Kelly. We also mentioned about the pet therapy that week.
Yes, of course. So to go back a few days, on Tuesday also we'll have pet therapy outside of Douglas Hospital as well from 10 to 12. So come out and get some pet love if you're enjoying the dogs. I'll definitely be there. So I'll be happy to see anybody who's there.
Oh, that's so cute. Love the pet therapy. Just one thing to add, the special gift of appreciation from Chad and the leadership team. The arrangement there is pick up by leaders in the auditorium, and then they can take those gifts back to their teams. That is going to be available as of Monday. We decided not to wait until just Friday because of the quantity. And so your managers and supervisors are getting that information. I'll tell you all what it is since you're ambassadors. It is their car sunshades branded for UCI Health that Chad had custom done for us. And they are for both, sedans and SUVs. So there's 2 different sizes. So you may want to volunteer with your leader to be the one to pick those up and distribute them. Just a great way to make contact with your team and make sure they all get it. So that's what that whole distribution is about.
All right, any questions on next week? Okay, I have some additional resources and we'll leave some time at the end for questions. So I wanted to highlight that if you did not know, you have a HR ambassador website. So I'm gonna take a really quick second to pull that one in here. Excuse me, just to showcase that you have this. This is a central resource, a page that we created internally for you as ambassadors. So it supports not only you as engagement ambassadors, but also the wellness ambassadors, but a lot of great resources for you. And I want to highlight under the tools section that you have custom programs by request, but also additional ambassador toolkits. And really for next week, the ambassador toolkits specific to you are around staff appreciation toolkit. So in addition to what's available on the staff appreciation week resource in the page, that's also here. We also put other resources that can help you throughout the year to integrate more appreciation. Hopefully you can use next week to spearhead and to start and to kick off appreciation efforts in your teams. But this is something that should be done all the time on a regular basis. I think Gallup asked, have you been appreciated or shown recognition in the past 7 days? So we want to make sure that we're constantly thinking and driving how we can appreciate either each other, and leaders can appreciate their staff. But there's a lot of great resources. Again, this is internal to you as an ambassador, things that we put together that can help you promote appreciation on a regular basis. Lots of different resources and links. So again, a lot of information, but it's meant to be a toolkit of information for you. I also wanted to talk about the staff appreciation link. So you're going to get you're going to get the recording from today, the slides, and you're also going to get some additional PDF and some resources. We will post this we will email it to you. We will also post it onto the ambassador website. So any meeting that you missed, any email or message that you missed, those can also be found centrally on your website right here at any point. So you can catch up and share as whatever information that you need. This is a specific link that we talked about before to staff appreciation. There's the manager toolkit on that page. And then again, a direct link in here to the appreciation toolkit that I just showed you on your site. I also included the Gallup Access website. As Kathy mentioned, if you are not a people leader or an HRBP, HR community member, you will not have access to this right away. But please bookmark this page as later into the month, early next month, we'll send a reminder when we know that it's live so that you go in there. Again, like Kathy mentioned, you can learn so much about engagement. Maybe put that as your engagement goal to go through some modules and go through some learnings. There's so much information. It is literally like Engagement for Dummies. And I say that with, the book that everybody used to have about everything for dummies. I'm not saying it one way to you or not, but it's really, really step-by-step questions you can ask yourself, questions you can ask your team, what to do next, like what to do today. So there's a lot of great resources in there. It really breaks it down for you in a very manageable way. And then coming soon, we're working on a separate web page for the survey and post-survey resources and information. These are just some of the guides and the handouts and the PDFs that will be available. They'll be provided to managers and supervisors, but we'll also make sure that in the regular email updates that you're getting, that you know that these are also posted and make them centrally available for you as well. And as Kathy mentioned, our focus, we know, is really reaching the manager and supervisor levels. So we'll be asking for your help into promoting that, but also we're going to be doing some specialized trainings for the HR community. So we're working with our HRBPs to train them, a couple different HR skills series for there. So we're really trying to get information down to every single employee through those leaders, those local level leaders. Additional resource, it would be your HR professional. So we're talking about that. As engagement ambassadors on the campus side, you were nominated by your HR professional. On the health side, you were nominated by a local level leader. So making sure that you know that you have an HR VP and HR local professional that is your point of contact. And anything you do around engagement efforts, you definitely want to loop them in. This is meant to be a partnership and extension of that program. And in HR, you want to make sure that you're looping them in to anything that you want to do locally. And then also, you have your fellow engagement ambassadors. On the toolkit website is an email, the contact list for fellow ambassadors. So if you partner with other departments, if you are near other areas or schools, maybe you share a building, maybe your department, you share a floor, and you want to partner to do something, maybe some friendly competitions, you have the list of those ambassadors. Please feel free to reach out and contact each other. And then you have your engagement team, and I will add Kelly's name on there as she's defaultly been pulled into engagement efforts, which she highly is supportive of. So she does it willingly. But your engagement team, in addition to wellness and Kelly, that's available to everyone. Next steps. So these are action items for you. We meet quarterly. So again, this is really between now and the next time we physically meet. We will continue sending you updates and emails as information is available. The intent is that you are an extension of our essential engagement team. So we get the information, we share it with you, and then the rest of the campus and health sciences can find the information. But we really do try to keep you in the loop as much as possible. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to any one of us. We're happy to help you. But our challenge for you between now and the next time we meet right now, most importantly, is to help promote Staff Appreciation Week. And Kathy really mentioned that. And whatever that means for you, if that's on an email blast that you can send out, if that's coordinating some local efforts, if it's posting something in a break room area on a bulletin board, however works best for you, your communication with your teams as best as possible. But I would ask that you get help to get your leadership involved as well. It's a great opportunity for them to have not have a reason, but have an environment where it makes sense and it's a little less awkward for some people who aren't good at giving appreciation. It's awkward for them, and that there are people like that doesn't come naturally. This provides them a platform and a reason to do that, right? And so we really want to help you help leaders as well, and your leaders, and making sure they're appreciating staff and coworkers. Would like to have you submit a recognition, if not one, more than one, for a coworker starting on Monday. So this is part of that Bright People, Brilliant Solutions platform that Kathy was mentioning. There are prizes involved, but we really like you to get the ball rolling. You can link and tag people that you're recognizing, and so they're aware of it, and showcasing that. It's a really great way to get things started, to have you submit them yourself. So we ask you to submit one next week, starting on Monday. And then create a team for the virtual scavenger hunt. If you can help coordinate a team for your area or your lead, that would be really great. And again, the scavenger hunt starts on Monday. And then mark your calendars to attend any of the Fun Friday events, whether you're at the campus or you're in Orange at the Medical Center. Lots of great things going on Friday to come out and enjoy. And then when you have access later on this month into next month, you can start to explore Gallup Access and really dig into those resources and educate yourself on all the information about engagement, and then also to set a personal engagement goal. And again, Kathy mentioned this, your leaders are being asked to set a team goal, but as an engagement ambassador, we like to challenge you to have your own personal engagement goal as an ambassador that you set for yourself. And whether you use Achieve and put that in officially, or you just make note of that for yourself, we really want you to set that personal engagement goal. All right, that I believe is all we have. So I'm going to leave some time for questions. We definitely will want to end. We're trying to stick to our 10:50, our 50-minute meeting, to allow people to have some breaks in between Zoom. Great. So yeah, Kelly put her contact information. Thank you, Kelly, in the chat. Are there any other questions around anything we talked about today or anything else? Oh yes, so correct. The registration link for the scavenger hunt is not working yet. It will be live on Monday morning. So I believe it's at 10 a.m. on Monday. Kathy, I forget the time, but I believe it'll be Monday morning. That link on the webpage will go live.
And you can go ahead and register for the scavenger hunt now, I believe, though.
Okay.
Register the team.
We'll double check. Thanks for letting us know. We'll double check.
You won't find out the items to scavenge until Monday. Okay. So if you go to that landing page that we were showing, that form link should be live.
If it's not, we'll thanks for letting us know, and we'll get that updated and changed today. And so for the recognition campaign, it is for an individual and or a team. So however you want to recognize someone, you can do both.
The one issue there is that the Amazon cards go to you and I believe the person that's being, I don't know. Let's see. Hold that thought. I'm going to go check on something and I'll be right back. You want to continue, Diane?
Yeah. We'll confirm on that for the prizes. Yeah. And then missing the location information. Oh, picking up the gift swag. So this is for the so on the campus side, Fun Friday. We do not have the fun sunshades. That will be just in the park at the Fun Friday event in Aldridge Park. At the Medical Center, Kathy, will you reiterate what location and when they can pick up the sunshades? I believe Monday.
There's information coming out from those about those to the leaders. And it hasn't been, some of the logistics are still being worked on a little bit, but we can share that. It's right now, I'm not sure about the coordination because we don't want the leader to pick it up and also an engagement ambassador to pick it up. So it'd have to be really tight communication between you and your leader. It would be if they would want you to go pick it up for them, and it will be in the auditorium though. And it is going to start on Monday. I just don't have a specific time.
Thanks, Kathy. And the scavenger hunt is all week and it's 100% virtual. So you do not have to be on site at all. We did the scavenger hunt 100% virtual last year. So you'll find things in and around your home. You do not have to be physically at any of the UCI locations to participate. But you could be on site. And if you are on site, we had a lot of medical center employees last year participate and found things around the hospital as well. So it'll be a hybrid of things that you could find at home or at work.
So I went ahead and clarified what I was confused about. And I think I was getting the Valentine's and the staff appreciation ones kind of mixed up. You can submit recognition for an individual or a team, and only the person submitting is eligible for the drawing. At Valentine's Day, we do it a little bit differently, where the person posting and the person they post about, they both get a gift card. So that's like, that's to come in February. But so yeah, go ahead and post away.
Great. And yes, we will be sharing this meeting. I've heard from a couple people they've been having technical issues. I think Zoom's been having some issues. I have all week. So we will share this. We will post this video. We'll get all this information to you so you can have all this at your fingertips. Well, thank you, Lara.
Did we catch everything in chat, Diane?
As I'm looking through, making sure I didn't miss anything. I think a couple more questions on the virtual scavenger hunt, how it works. Kathy, do you know the details? Do you want to speak to that?
Yes. So the way the scavenger hunt works is you submit your team, you register your team, again, 2 to 10 people. And then on Monday at noon, the list of items to be scavenged is revealed. A photo has to be posted with at least one team member showing that item. And that's all the posting and everything is made available on the website. And then there's, like I said, 12 items to scavenge. So if your team finds all 12, you're entered into the random drawing for a gift card. There'll be a campus drawing and there'll be a UCI health drawing. And then the option is the 3 additional bonus items. If you get all 15 and you post a photo with all 15, then if you post your 15 photos, just to be clear, then your team is entered into a drawing for an even larger gift card that is just for teams that have made 15. So you have 2 chances really to win. Standard 12 and a bonus if you get that far.
And your team does not have to be all in the picture. So if you divide and conquer and you have 15 people on your team and you each take one item virtually in your own homes, that would work too. So it's 15 individual pictures with at least one person. So just to clarify that, and there's another question, you can do it 100% virtual. You don't have to be together.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I said, people got super creative with the pictures too. If it was sidewalk chalk last year, they drew elaborate pictures on the sidewalk and then showed them with their sidewalk chalk. It was crazy.
Wonderful. All right. Any other questions? Anything we can help you with? Anything else you need from us? All right. Well, we will end this 5 minutes earlier. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to contact any one of us. We're happy to help. And good luck next week. And may I be the first person to say happy Staff Appreciation Week. We appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do. Really could not do it without you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ambassadors.